breath, let begin. Neathing in the neon, neathing out the day. Come to settle my night debt in the quiet of the late hour. Everything I haven't dealt with yet, everything beyond my power. power. Night dead, would I owe the dark for the shelter of its quiet mark? Night dead, settling slow, paying back what the dark bestows. Night dead, soft and clear in the honest dark, I'm not so feared. Dead is always manageable in the late and quiet black. Nothing here is unmanageable when you lay flat on your back. Night dead, what I owe the dark for the shelter of its quiet mark. Night dead, settling slow, paying back what the dark bestows. Night dead, soft and clear in the honest dark, I'm not so feared. Dead, settle for tonight. The dark asks so little, just presence. The low window shows a different city than the one the high floors know. More detail, more ordinary beauty, more of the actual below. Low window, this is mine. Ground level, human design. Low window, close and real. The city at the scale of He's drawn the borders in. I know my edges slightly more sincerely. I know more exactly where I begin. Evening cartography, soft and slow, mapping everything I know. Evening cartography, mine to read, the map of everything I need. Some evenings the borders shift, and what I thought I knew moves, but the shifting is itself a gift, a reminder that I'm not just grooves. Evening cartography, soft and slow, mapping everything I know. Evening cartography, mine to read, the map of everything I need. The map is never finished, the borders keep adjusting. That's not a flaw, that's just the truth of living. Still mapping, still discovering new edges. The map is always incomplete. I keep my eyes on the low horizon, not the peaks that others climb. The line where earth and sky keep rising slowly in their own good time. Low horizon, mine to see everything that's going to be. Low horizon, wide and real, more than any peak could feel. Low horizon, soft and far, finding where we truly are. The summit has its drama, its achievement and its view, but the low horizon has the calmer patience of the long and true. Low horizon, mine to see everything that's going to be. Low horizon, wide and real, more than any peak could feel. Low horizon, soft and far, finding where we truly are. to stir. Nothing needs to happen now. Nothing needs to make sense. Fade into blue. Fade into still. Let the night do what it will. Fade into blue. Soft and slow. Nowhere left I need to go. I leave the window open wide and let the cool air fill the room. The city breathes its quiet tide and I dissolve into the gloom. Nothing needs to happen now. Nothing needs to make sense. Fade into blue. Fade into still. Let the night do what it will. Fade into blue. Soft and slow. Nowhere left I need to go. Fade into blue. Just blue. You never said you stay forever. You just stayed a little long. And I was good at almost never. Getting used to feeling wrong. Almost yours in the dark. Almost real, almost art. You were close enough to touch almost everything. Almost too much. There's a low language in the evening that doesn't need words to be said. A warmth in the quiet receiving of everything left instead. Low language felt not heard below the reach of any word. Low language, warm and clear. The language only felt from near. Low language, deep and wide. The language of the inside. I've learned to speak in low language, in the warmth of close and still, in the barely there and manage of the quiet against my will. Low language felt not heard below the reach of any word. Low language, warm and clear. The language only fell from near. Low language, deep and wide. The language of the inside. Speaking in low language, being understood anyway. That's the best kind of communication. Deep city, late night. Deep city, low light. Deep city, breathe with me. Deep city, set me free. Deep city, low and wide. Deep city, step inside. Deep city, breathe with me. Deep city, set me free. Deep city, low and wide. Deep city, step inside. Deep city, deep city, set me free. Deep city, step inside. Deep city.